Hey guys, what's up? It's Lakh and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be doing another continuation of my medium brown tan skin tone series, and today's topic is bronzers. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my favorite bronzers and the bronzers that I think look best on my skin tone, and they're not too cool and not too warm and just the perfect shade for my skin tone. So if you are around my skin tone, then I think these products will really work for you as well. So yeah, if you'd like to see my favorite bronzers for my medium tan skin tone, then please keep on watching. So first, let's talk about cream bronzers slash contours. So I have two kind of cream things here. So my first cream bronzer slash contour is the Fenty Beauty Matchstix, and this is in the shade Mocha. So this is what the shade Mocha looks like. That is the brown shade right there. And so this color is really nice for my skin tone. It's not cool toned at all, and it's not too warm. It's just that perfect shade, and I use this to bronze and contour as well. So I mean, bronzing and contouring is essentially the same idea, but just a little bit different. But yeah, so I can use this to bronze and contour, but I just love using this. It's so easy to use, it blends out so nicely, and let me show you guys a swatch of the color. So this is what the color Mocha looks like on my hand, and so as you can see, it's not cool toned at all. It is warm brown, and it's a perfect bronzing shade. It looks really nice on my skin, and it just works really well. So yeah, if you're looking for a cream bronzer, then this is definitely a good one to look at. Also, the shade Truffle, which is kind of a deeper brown than this one, that one I've heard and I've seen works really good as well. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that just in case you were looking for a deeper brown, then Truffle is a really nice one. But yeah, Mocha works really good. And this next bronzer is my favorite bronzer at the moment. I love this thing, and this is a Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion, and I'm in the shade 30M. So this is what the outside packaging looks like. It comes in a little compact like this, and then once you open it up, so this is the shade in the compact. And so this texture, it's more of a gel texture, so it's not a powder bronzer, but it's more of a gel consistency. So this I use with this kind of brush. So you can't use this, let me just show you guys real quick. So you can't use this with a fluffy bronzing brush like this one. It will not work in here. It's more of a cream type feel, so this brush is too fluffy for this. So the brush that I use with this is this brush right here. So as you can see, it's more of a densely packed brush. So it's not fluffy at all, it's more densely packed, and this, when I put this in here, picks up the product perfectly, and then I just kind of dab this and blend it like this onto my skin, and then right here too, I just like dab and blend like that, and it's so beautiful. This shade is beautiful, the texture and the feel of this bronzer is beautiful, so let me show you guys a swatch. So here is a swatch of the bronzer. This is just such a beautiful shade. It's a very buildable bronzer, so you can pack some onto your brush and put it on your face, and it won't be like overpowering or anything. And then if you want more, you can definitely keep on adding more, and it builds up really nicely. So yeah, it's a very easy to use bronzer if you use it with the right brush. But this color and everything is just so beautiful, and it's my favorite bronzer right now, so I would definitely recommend it. Next up, I have the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and mine is in the shade Medium Deep. And so this is what the bronzer looks like on the outside packaging, and then the inside of the pan looks like this. So this bronzer is one of my favorite bronzers. I use this to bronze, not so much, I don't think I've ever used it to contour per se, but this is just such a nice bronzing shade. It goes on really nicely on top of my makeup. The color, the shade is really nice. So the shade of this, Medium Deep, it's perfect for my skin tone. It gives me that nice bronze on those areas, and yeah, I just think this color works really well for my skin tone. So let me show you guys a swatch. So it's kind of hard to swatch powder bronzers because they're really close to my skin tone because they're bronzers and they're brown, but I'll show you guys anyways just so you can see it. So this is a swatch of the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. So yeah, it's just a nice shade. It's very buildable. It's not too pigmented where you're gonna slap like a whole bunch on your face. It's just enough, very buildable, really nice and good quality, and yeah, definitely really good bronzer, really good shade as well. The next bronzer I have is also one of my favorites and a lot of people's favorites. So this is a Hoola Benefit bronzer, and this is what the outside packaging looks like. And then the inside of the pan looks like this. So this is the shade that is on the inside. And this color is also really nice and works really nice with my skin tone. So I use this shade to both bronze and contour. So sometimes I'll take my contour brush, so this brush right here, my NARS brush, I'll take this and I'll dip it in and I'll contour with this, and I'll also just take my regular bronzer brush when I'm not in the mood to contour, which is most of the time. Most of the time I just like to bronze, and yeah, I'll just use this to bronze my face. But either way, bronze or contour, this shade works really well with my skin tone. So let me show you guys a swatch. So this swatch is really hard to see. It's like right here in this area, if you can see it. So yeah, it's just really hard to see. So obviously this bronzer doesn't swatch well, and that's okay because it really doesn't matter how it swatches, because I mean, really, why are you gonna swatch this unless you're making a video about it? But when you put this on your face with the brush, I promise you the color payoff is there. You can build it up, it's nice, and this shade just, it looks really nice on my skin tone and it works really well. Next up, I have my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. So this is what it looks like. And then the inside looks like this. So this is what the inside of the palette looks like. And then obviously these three shades are the bronzing / contouring shades. And so typically if I'm contouring my face, I'll use this shade right here. And then I'll also mix in this shade sometimes. But this is my go-to contour shade because it's more cool toned. And then I will, yeah, mix it in with this one just to give me a little bit more warmth. And then if I'm bronzing my face, then I'll typically just stay with this one. And maybe sometimes I'll just add a hint of this one. But bronzing, I usually mainly use this shade. But I like this palette a lot because it gives me the option to contour and the option to bronze. And then also has the highlight shades in there as well. And I think this palette would work really nicely with a lot of skin tones. So if you have a lighter skin tone than mine, and if you have a darker skin tone than mine, then I think this palette would work really nice because it has that selection of shades. So let me show you guys swatches. Okay, so these are the swatches of the three bronzing / contouring shades. So right here we have the cool tone shade that I contour with. Right here is the middle shade that I usually bronze with and then add into my contour as well. And then here is the deepest of the three shades, and I sometimes use this for bronzer as well, just a hint of it. And yeah, these are what these three shades look like. So yeah, the Shade and Light palette is definitely friendly for brown skin, medium skin, and I think it's friendly for a lot of skin tones, which I really like about it. So I think if you got this, you would not be disappointed. The next thing I have is also a contouring palette, and this is a contour kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Light to Medium. And this is what the outside packaging looks like, and when you open it up, this is what the shades look like on the inside. So obviously on the top here is the bronzing / contouring shades, and then they have highlight shades as well. So yeah, this is the range of contour and bronzing shades that they have. So typically to contour, I'll use this shade right here to contour because as you can see, it's a little bit more cool toned. So I like that to contour. And then here, this shade is a little bit more warmer. So I'll use this to bronze. And this shade right here, I'll mix it in when I'm contouring with this shade. So I'll add this. And then also when I'm bronzing with this shade, I'll add this one in too. This is kind of just like that medium shade in my opinion. So this one serves the same function as the Kat Von D palette, which you can highlight and then also bronze and contour. So let me show you guys swatches. Okay, so here are the swatches of the three shades. So this one right here is the shade that I told you guys I bronze with. So as you can see, it's visibly more warmer than these two. And then so this one is that cool toned one I was talking about. And this one I use to contour and then I mix it in with this one. And then this one is that just in between shade. So it's a little cool toned and has a little bit of warmth as well. So this one I'll use with both this and this. But yeah, so these are what the three shades look like. So this kit is also a really good one. These shades are also really nice and you get the highlighting shades as well. So yeah, the colors work really nice with my skin tone. So yeah, really good palette. The last two things I have are drugstore palettes. So these are both the Wet n Wild contouring palettes and they look like this. This is what they look like in their packaging. So this is the lighter shade and then this is the darker shade. So the lighter shade is called Dulche de Leche and then the darker shade is called Caramel Toffee. So let me show you guys like opening it up what it looks like. So these are the two palettes side by side. So this is the lighter one and then this is the darker one. And I also mentioned these in my setting powder video, but for this video we're talking about the bronzers. So the bronzers, as you can see side by side, they are different. So the way I like to use them, so when I'm contouring, I'll use this palette right here, so the Dulce de Leche palette. And then if I'm bronzing, I'll use the Caramel Toffee palette right here. And the reason why is because in the lighter palette, so this one has the bronzer shade is more cool toned, so I like it to contour. And then in the darker palette, the Toffee palette, the bronzer is more warm tone, so I like to bronze with this because the warm tone looks better as a bronzer. And let me show you guys swatches of both of these colors. Okay guys, so here are the swatches. So this is the warmer swatch from the Caramel Toffee palette, and then this is the lighter swatch from the Dulche de Leche palette. So this is what both of the shades look like. So yeah, both these palettes are really nice, and I would definitely recommend. They're drugstores, so you can buy them literally anywhere, and they're a really good price. So it kind of just depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for more of a contoury shade, then this one, and if you're looking for more of a just a bronzer shade, then I would go with this one. But nonetheless, these powders work really nice and look really good on the skin. And yeah, I would say both these palettes look good on my medium tan brown skin tone. So yeah, I guess it's just up to you to choose which one you would prefer. Alright guys, so those were all of my go-to favorite bronzers slash contours for my skin tone. So all of these bronzers slash contours work really well on my skin tone, and if you're around my skin tone, then I think they'll work really good for you as well. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out my other videos I have on my medium brown tan skin tone series. I have a bunch of videos on it, so I think you would find them interesting. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, then please do subscribe to my channel if you liked today's video and if you'd like to see more videos like this. And yeah, thank you again, and I'll see you guys next time.